Anybody else?
Yes. You were talking earlier about how every character that you played, there's something you want to say to that character. What was it with Vincent? Yeah.
It's not something that I want to say. It's just something that resonates inside of me. That maybe it is something I want to say. But Vincent, you know, I could go on for hours about what that character represented. I mean, you know, it was.
Go ahead. We'll do. We'll see you.
I mean, you know, he was the greatest, you know, example of humanity who was, you know, because of circumstance, was prevented from, you know, living the life that no one deserved to live more than he. So right away, he's in a really poignant and sort of charged reality. You know, I mean, he was so brilliantly educated and so appreciative of great things that had come before him, and, you know, were the gifts of mankind. And yet he was living in a world where he was not able to celebrate those things or take part in those things. So it became, he's probably the loneliest man on the face of the earth, who, because of his spirit, was, you know, able to transcend and, you know, become a positive force and do his part to make his mark in very, very limited ways that he was able to. And, you know, it's the reason why the Beauty and the Beast thing, which is, you know, originated as a pagan ritual thousands of years ago, continues to be told, is because there's a real morality tale about, you know, don't ever judge someone from without, you know, without getting to know them from within. So he's the embodiment of that, and he's the most compassionate, most feeling character I ever played, far and away, and he's endowed with, you know, Linda has, to me, the defining line of the whole 56 episodes. It's a line that Linda sort of threw away in Norian Barth's cage. He's the best of what it is to be human. That's what he was. And majestic. He was a king who, you know, communicated equally well with anyone on the planet, regardless of what he never judged anybody by what their status was, or stature, or situation. Just a brother of man. Saw everyone equally. So there was that, you know, phenomenal, beautiful character. Means so much, so much. What else? What am I leaving out?
Sexy.
Did you all know that I posted that picture that Jamie did? I don't have an 8-pack anymore. I have a 1-pack. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of follow up on that question, but I had read that there was dog among the riders of the side of the unknown beastly part of the beast. Were there any thoughts in that direction that you know of, and what were they?
Well, yeah, you know, I guess they thought that, you know, this was a character that had a wide range of possibility to him. You know, there was, you know, he was half animal and half man, presumably. And the thing that was easiest to write for was this, you know, the man of letters, you know, the poet, that, you know, the highly cultured, reserved individual. That was the thing that the audience seemed to respond to most. But I guess in wondering whether we could, you know, play to a larger canvas
that answers that question, like, without a shadow of doubt, who these children are and what we are have in store, seeing them grow up, is what drives brought home. Because they're the most magnificently poised, intelligent, humorous, and challenging children I've ever met, and now young adults.
I'll let Dave take the rest of the answers. Yes?
I will say, though, that the most romantic thing I've ever heard about the show came from a bachelor of my acquaintance, and I asked him why he was watching the show, since at the time they were saying it was all a women's show. And he said, it's such a great show because all of us, deep inside, really hope that there's somewhere out there that would love us as much as Catherine loves Vincent.
Yeah. There was intrinsic in that relationship something that really was so basic, I mean, not something, but many things, the yearning, the longing, the loneliness, the fear, those things don't touch some people, they touch everybody. And, there are an awful lot of people out there that aren't interested in being touched that way. But there's a universality to those feelings, that Kozlo, really struck on, when he wrote the first one, set the thing off. He really understood how to portray those values, and very respectful and very sensitive way.
There was so much chemistry between you and Linda Hamilton as actors, and a lot of synergy between the roles of Vincent and Catherine. As an actor, do you think your performance gains by that presence of those elements, or is it pretty much everything that you bring to it yourself?
Well, you just, acting is 95% reacting. So if you put your concentration on the other guy on the scene, and you take your concentration off yourself, you'll pretty much find a performance there. When you're getting, the more you're getting, the more you're challenged to get back. The more it animates you, fuels you. Linda was, from the energy that comes out of Linda as an actress is formidable. And all you got to do is just relax and pay attention and respond in kind. And, that's the basis of chemistry anyway. They're actually listening to each other and part of each other's worlds, I think. So, besides, she could kick my ass. No question about it. She made it very plain on the first day. So I was, whatever you say. Yes.
I think one of your most Vincent-like characters, if in soul, if not in brain power, was one in The City of Lost Children. Could you talk about your experiences on The City of Lost Children, which I thought was an awesome?
Thank you. I agree. I really thought when I was sent that script, wow, I